Another perfect day in Enduro paradise, Romania. The incredible scenery gets me all philosophical, and I think about life's big questions. What is the meaning of life? Do humans have free will in a deterministic universe? And will beer improve my shitty hill climbing skills? Beer, as we know, is a miraculous substance, potentially capable of solving all the world's problems if only people drank it more often. Beer motivates us to look after the environment. Beer also prevented our species from dying out. And perhaps most importantly, beer helps white guys to dance. Well, today 9 dirt riders are going to find out if beer does indeed improve our hill climbing. First, we need to warm up. And this slippery creek section is ideal. That's Brad up ahead, looking stylish and confident. Not putting a foot down, showing everyone how it is done. The guy can barely walk or talk after drinking beer, so I figure he is sober until...
Whoa! Are you trapped? You okay? So what do you call that technique?
I call that face first in the group technique.
You can't polish a turd, only roll it in glitter.
This gets everyone thinking of lunch, a few beers, then a short, easy ride home to our farmhouse. So we pop into our local German restaurant and crack a few beers.
Angry Victor.
And then it all goes wrong. Instead of getting home in a few minutes on back roads, someone suggests we try one of the longest hill climbs in the region. Here is my prediction.
Oh my god, we've had 2 stubbies.
I suspect some have had more than 2 beers. That's Brad up ahead, and he's not looking as smooth as usual.
So beer doesn't help?
No, it does not.
Damn, Brad usually never wheel spins like that. And this is where the magic of beer kicks in. We are riding badly, yet on the inside, we feel like Graham Jarvis.
Let's go. Traffic jam, beer-induced traffic jam.
Of course, we are all responsible riders who would never drink and drive, let alone drink and ride. But this is all purely for scientific purposes.
Come on, Brad, you can do it. Or do you need another beer? I don't think he's had enough beer.
The weird thing? I am telling myself to be very careful. I know my coordination sucks and there's a good chance of hurting myself.
Wow. Oh my god, I got no coordination.
But then the beer kicks in and I think, who gives a shit? Just give it some more throttle.
Do not drink beer and ride ruts.
And then my sober side says, slow down, you dickhead. Now I know how Homer Simpson feels.
Fuck me dead.
I suspect everyone is having similar issues to me. But it looks as though they are being more sensible and pulling over to have regular breaks on the way up.
Ah. Bloody hell, beer and dirt riding.
No, it's not a good combination.
They do not mix. Fuck.
Me, I have chosen the dickhead option. Despite evidence to the contrary, I now believe I am Graham Jarvis and bounce, lurch and wheel spin my way to the top. All I need now is some heroic music to complete the fantasy. I really should be standing on the foot pegs here, but the beer has made me lazy. This is really dumb. I'm trying to bunny hop over these ruts, but I know my timing sucks. Part of me is saying the shit will hit the fan if I land the front wheel in the rut. But hey, I'm Jarvis. What could possibly go wrong? My conclusion so far? Beer is bad news for dirt riding. But I do remember some interesting conversations in my old trials club. Quite a few of the old timers used to have a beer before riding, and they said it often helped. There's a big mind game in trials where the obstacles can mess with your head. Sometimes just 1 or 2 beers dampened the anxiety enough to actually make them ride better, or so they said. Interesting, hey? But of course, this is a very responsible YouTube channel with high ethical standards, so officially I have to say what a pile of bullshit. Never drink and ride. Don't try this at home, kids. Dirt bikes don't kill people. People with dirt bikes kill people, etc., etc. Finally, I catch up with our 2 guides.
Oh, it's really hard after drinking beer. I knew Rod wouldn't be far behind. So Rod, does the beer help or hinder?
Well, I didn't have any, so I'm not qualified.
Good old Rod, probably the only sensible guy in our group. Of course, we haven't reached the top yet. Most hill climbs in Romania are ridiculously long. I follow Rod up and make my first mistake.
Didn't make that. Bit of run up, sit forward.
Well, my second mistake, drinking those beers, was the first mistake.
Nice run, I couldn't keep up with you. Oh shit, almost out of fuel.
And finally, we get to the top. So there you have it, guys. Beer will make you ride like a beginner, but you'll feel like a champion on the inside. Well, until you crash. But again, beer will soften the pain. So it's a mixed bag, really. I do know beer is a great way to chill after your ride and tell tall stories about what a great trip it has been. Amen.
No! Oh! Oh! What the hell is wrong with you? It's self-inflicted violence!